Hello Aquarius, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is your reading for the full moon in Pisces happening tonight, 2nd of September. This is happening in your second house of money, income, possessions, etc. So bear that in mind when you listen to this reading. It can also be completely reversed. This may be the person you're connected with that I'm reading for, and not indeed yourself. So it is general. Little Owlin, who's just lovely. Wisdom is light as a feather. I often feel little Owlin is underestimated because she has a very light touch and she doesn't speak very harshly or cruelly, and yet she has a lot of wisdom within her. So I'll read you a little bit from Little Owlin. You sometimes believe that wisdom is harshly gained, strained for, sweated for, earned with your lifeblood, and so it is at times. At other times, like the one you find yourself in now, you find the getting of wisdom to be as soft and light as the owl's feathers. A more powerful talisman hardly exists. You are being given a great gift. You will be able now to see more clearly, even when there is no light around you. Night will hold no fears for you. You will hear clearly what people are truly saying when they are speaking with you. Their words' true meanings will be utterly apparent immediately, and you will be able to know exactly where people, beings, and their energies are coming from. So it will be very simple to make wise decisions. Okay. There's some sort of wisdom to be gained with this full moon. It may be specifically related to your second house, so you may be connected to someone financially, or this is your own finances. And it is a bit of an odd one because I get an instant feeling that it could be switched, in that I read for the majority of females, at 85% currently, and I do have an Emperor who is not prepared to see something. At the base of the deck, it's the Two of Swords here. It's someone who is avoiding making a decision, who's holding back with the Four of Pentacles. And the energy that I picked up on, which is why I checked, is one of rigidity, really. The miracles are endless in reverse is asking you how you nourish your own mind. This is feeling that, you know, things aren't going your way. It's also about distracting yourself endlessly with things that don't really bring any positivity into your life. It can be, you know, spending too much on too much time on the internet, or obsessing over a relationship, or eating unhealthy foods. Whatever it may be, there's just a feeling that you're not being that things aren't going your way, you know, like your miracles aren't manifesting, that you're not getting your way. And with it having the Dolphin Spirit in reverse, this is wanting things to be really black and white. This is not being able to see any grey areas at all, almost being confused by the grey areas, really rigid thinking. And it is sort of suggesting that someone here, Aquarius, if it's you, needs to lighten up and needs to be able to see someone else's opinion, because this is someone who just this is very much my way or the highway thinking, and it's creating blocks either with regards to your money or in a relationship. The success that you will enjoy during this lunar eclipse is patience with the Three of Cups. You may have been waiting a long time for a reunion. The Three of Cups in reverse can also be that you're not able to get out and maybe socialise or meet with friends or date, that sort of thing. It feels like a sort of a hiatus, really, and yet one that you should be able to endure quite comfortably with the Patience card here. I feel, because I've got the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse, which is basically a resource that you should seek out. She seems to be holding the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, it is a clock, but that's what it reminded me of. So it's almost like waiting for obviously the perfect time to, you know, get back in the game, get back out there, reintegrate oneself. And it may be that, you know, depending where you are in the world, you're going back into lockdown. That's going to be happening for people. But you know, we've had the first run, so you kind of know what's coming. It's less of a shock. So there is a feeling that things are just the way they are, and that's just how it is, and you're not able to either reunite with someone or get back out there, or, you know, go to the pub and have fun, meet with friends, meet with family. And yet the success that you will enjoy is that is going to be okay with you. With patience, you're going to be able to be patient. What you should set your intention towards. There's a feeling of underappreciation here with this card being in reverse. When she's in her upright, she doesn't have a lot, but what she does have is in her mind exquisite. She's ignoring the brambles, the thorns, the chaos that is going on all behind her and around her, and she's got this one perfect vision of a rose. And yet when it's in reverse, it is suggesting that you're maybe underappreciating what you currently have. And with the Strength card, it actually came out in reverse as well. This is something that you need to work on. Maybe your bravery, maybe your courage, maybe your physical strength in a situation. Maybe sort of like, you know, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps and just being appreciative of what you've got. There's a feeling of, like, you know, coming back to this, miracles are not endless, things are not going your way, discontent. It's not necessarily unhappiness, it's almost annoyance that you can't get what you want the way you want it. There may be some pride and ego coming in here, but it almost feels that anyone, if that has been the case, that is very much diminished, and that may be actually what you need to set your intention towards. Being less rigid, less dogmatic in your approach, how you get the things that you want in your life. Trying to see the grey areas, trying to see someone else's point of view, and not did I say throwing baby out with the bathwater? Did I say that in another reading? I don't know. But that's what I'm getting. It's like, it's maybe something that you have, it might be job-wise with it being money. To anyone else would look 98% perfect, but because that 2% flies in the face of your opinion, it is literally trashed. Yeah, something you should avoid. Kind of similar with Archangel Michael here. This is your root chakra. This is your strongest connection to the material realm. This is your stability, your comfort, your home. And it's come with the 5 of Wands reversed. I just keep getting it's just not perfect enough, so you're just going to rip it all up. And again, I'm feeling there's just this rigidity here. I'm almost feeling it's like gritting teeth. Someone's actually gritting their teeth. They want to keep peace in a situation, and yet there needs to be, I'm not saying there needs to be a fight with the 5 of Wands in reverse, but it's almost like some sort of like passive aggressiveness here. Somebody needs to, like, you know, speak up, have the conversation, and see if there's anything salvageable. Because actually there's a feeling of avoidance and just trashing it all. That's what it is. It's just like, it's not exactly how I planned it, and this is your challenge. Strategy is in reverse that you'll soon face. It didn't go the way I planned it. I wrote it out in paper, and whether it's a business plan or not, someone didn't comply. There was delays. So I'm just going to bin it all off. And I come back to the fact that your intentions need to be set towards being more appreciative and being more courageous, to actually have to fight for what you want, but in a healthy way. To be prepared to see someone else's point of view, to lighten up, to accept that, you know, people are not exact mirrors of you. They're not, you know, they're not going to think exactly as you think. You are able to, hopefully, or I think this is suggested, that you come to some sort of compromise. Or just, you know, go this way, because this is actually the helpful resource. Deal with your broken heart. Deal with the fact that things did not get off the ground here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This can be greed, can be debt, it can be a loss of money. I just feel that it's just something that's not worked out the way you wanted it to. And I am getting this kind of feeling of like, fuck it. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's coming from a place of not being prepared to see anyone else's point of view, especially with this. Especially with this combination, the Emperor, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. This is not being prepared to see anyone else's point of view. The Star card reverse, loss of hope, not healing. So you need to focus on the fact that things have not gone to plan here. And, you know, deal with the aftermath, really, is what I'm saying, Aquarius. But there is wisdom that will be derived from this experience. And I don't know, maybe something's been like kind of railroaded through here and it's just hit a brick wall. And maybe you need to consider, if it's money related, your next venture needs to be handled a little bit, you know, more gently. Just, I feel somebody's not being particularly reasonable here. Okay, Aquarius, that's your reading for the Pisces full moon. Look after yourselves, like, subscribe, talk to you soon, bye bye.